On this episode, we're doing part two. We weren't planning on doing a part two, but we're doing a part two of the Apple registration stuff because last time I missed an EULA checkbox and it would not let me go back and change it. And we were waiting for the registration to go through to see if it would let me afterwards. I have actually not checked to see if it does, but the registration for the Mac App Store went through, so let's see if we can get the iOS thing working now too. This may be a very short episode. We might also cover a few iOS/Mac related concepts because it'll be really short if it's just the registration right now. I'm keeping it just to the Mac/iOS stuff. So if you are not interested in the Mac iOS stuff, you can skip this episode. We aren't going to be doing any work on the game. You aren't going to miss anything except for stuff related to registering in preparation for publishing on iOS and Mac app stores. So, we're going to go to, I'm just going to search for Apple Developer Program again, because that's how I know how to get here. I'm going to click iOS Developer Program. I think we're automatically logged in. I'm going to enroll. We're going to continue. Use an existing Apple ID. Alright, so it still had my sign-in information. That's great. Individual. Oh, it didn't have it, but it has it now. So I'm going to sign in. And so we've got the Mac developer. I'm going to do iOS developer program. This is looking promising. So continue. So here's the license agreement that I forgot to accept last time. I'm going to do a very brief scroll through. Yes, everything seems to be in order. Intellectual property rights. In the event of third-party claim, a license application. Okay, if someone claims that it's not yours and it's not yours, they'll do something about it. So, agree. Yay! Finally, buy now. Alright, that's weird that it overlays that, but I'm just going to hit sign in. Hopefully it has the password in there. And, alright, looks good. Just going to hit continue. And place order now. Hooray. Alright. Our purchase is completed. Yay. Alright, so now that we've got that done, I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to check our Gmail account, so I need to do a little sign out here, because it likes to sign in as what I'm using for streaming YouTube, which is not the make a game now at gmail.com. So we're going to sign in. And yeah, I thought I told it to do this, but that's okay. Orders being processed, iOS free applications. Oh, good, we already got a contract done. Oh, I see. And order number, thank you for your order, sweet. And let's see what we got going on here. So we're going to log into the magic place for iTunes, for actually publishing stuff. So we're going to go to iTunes Connect. iTunes Connect. We're going to click here. iTunes Connect at app.apple.com. This is going to be exciting for people because I don't know if everyone's seen this type of stuff. So we're going to do main at makeagamenow.com, and it has my information. Yay. I've read it and agreed to the above terms of service. We're going to accept the terms. And so I'm going to go to manage my apps. I just want to see if both the iOS and... Alright, so we have iOS and Mac sections. That's a good sign. Yeah, I guess we'll resubmit the form, even though I just wanted to go back a page. Alright, so contracts, taxes, and banking. We have to actually start filling this stuff out. This stuff sometimes takes time. This is part of the reason that we're doing this early. So, iOS paid application contract. We want that. Request. Even though we're probably not going to sell this for pay, I want to show this on the show because this is important if you want to charge anything for your software. Submit. I agree. Totally. What this says is it's a lot of stuff there, but it's mostly related to the financial portions of it, how you get paid, how this stuff works. So we're going to request this for the Mac apps. I'm going to hit submit. Same deal. You should probably actually read this. It has important information. I have read it before, and if you want to actually do it, you have to do it. So I generally just deal with it. So I'm going to also do for the iAd support, just in case we wanted to do iAds in the future. I don't think we're going to have iAds on our applications, but if you have it available to you, like signing the thing doesn't mean that you have to sign it to use it, and if you sign it and don't use it, it's not going to hurt you any. All right, so we now have contracts. We have to make all these contracts be in effect to actually make things work. So we're going to have to set up contact info, bank info, and tax info. So, contact info, I can show this on the show. We're going to add a new contact. It's going to be me, Maximilian Moreau. My email address is main@makeagamenow.com. My title is Grandmaster Gamemancer. I don't know. Make something up cool. If it's just you, definitely make it something cool. Phone number 541-325-3807. And we're going to hit save. And I'm going to refresh this page. And, okay, whatever. I'm going to hit done, I guess. I'm going to go back to setup. Huh. I don't have any contacts. Let's try that again. Maximilian main@makeagamenow.com. Grandmaster Gamemancer 541-325-3807, and we're gonna hit save, and then there we go. Alright, done. So we got that done. I'm going to do that for the paid applications. Hopefully it will let me use my existing one. Yay. If you have a bigger company, you will likely be assigning other people to this. This can be changed at any time, even after you have your contracts done. So if your company gets bigger and you have more people and you have separate people to handle all of these hard roles, you should do that. Alright, so we got our contact info set up on all these. So, bank info and tax info. I'm going to click it, but I'm probably not going to fill out a lot of information publicly on this. Just want you guys to see the stuff. So, we're going to add a bank account. Bank country. Somewhere in here is probably United States. Next. ABA routing number. So, it shows you, it actually has these really nice little graphics to show where on your checkbook to find this information if you don't know what these numbers are. So I'm going to blur the screen and I'm going to go ahead and fill out this information. And we will see what... I will unblur it in places where I can. So if not, I will describe what's going on the screen. So... Alright. So I put in the information, and now it's asking for any combination of the fields below to search for your bank name, city, and postal code. I can't actually put this on the screen because they're showing the routing number right here. The routing number is probably not the huge thing, but I'm going to avoid putting it on the show just because it's one step away, right? So I'm just going to search for my bank by searching for it using the search tools here. And what do we want? Oh wait, it has a list here that's actually pretty good. Let's look at by city. Alright, there we go. Alright, so I've got a few different choices here that fit this routing number. And the one I want is this one, I believe. Hopefully. Yeah, that should be right. Wait, maybe not. I'm going to have to go to Google Maps. Google Maps. And what's the address of this one? Alright, that's the one I thought it was. Cool. So, confirm the bank. Alright, and then I have to put... Now it's asking me for my bank account number and to confirm my bank account number. Obviously, I need to keep this blurred. It's pretty standard stuff. Alright, and it's asking for my account holder name, which should be exactly as it appears on my bank account. I'm going to actually double check that by going to my bank account. I'm just leaving this blurred because, again, can't really go with this stuff, unfortunately. You'll have to take my word for it that this is not terribly difficult. It's just having the information that they want. Still blurred, right? Yep, everything's working. And what are we doing? Alright, so it is my full name. Good. I wasn't sure. I thought I might have been under as Max, but I am actually definitely under as Maximilian. And we're going to put this bank account currency is US dollars. And I'm going to hit next. And I'm going to say I certify the information is above is true and correct, because who knows what would happen if I didn't click that checkbox. We've had bad luck with checkboxes lately. And now I'm choosing my bank account from the pull-down list and hitting save. Alright, I'm going to go ahead. Okay, so the bank info actually filled in for all of them automatically, so that's nice. I'm going to unblur the screen for now. We're going to do that. And so now we've got contact info's done, bank info's done. So now I'm going to do the tax info. We're going to click setup. I'm probably going to have to blur out some stuff on this too, but I want to show whatever I can here. So I am, review the tax form below and complete the ones applicable to your situation. Note, U.S. tax forms are required for everyone. So you have to do the U.S. tax forms. So if you want to sell in Canada or Australia, you probably also have to set up those tax forms. So, I'm going to click that. Okay, name, that's fine. Type of beneficial owner. This is an individual / sole proprietor. If you were doing an individual thing, if you have not registered a business, that's what you will choose. If you were to register a business, you would probably do limited liability company, or S corporation if you did that, or C corporation, or partnership if that's what it is. Probably LLC. That's usually what you want to do for small companies, but talk to your tax advisors for that. So we're not subject to backup withholding. It's very rare to be subject to backup withholding. If you are, you'll probably know it. So just say exempt payee. You put in the address, so it already had the one that I'd put in there, so that's good. And then you're going to need to put in your taxpayer identification number, which is probably going to be your social security number if you're doing as a individual. And at this point, I have to blur the screen. Before I do, though, I want to check to see what else we have here. I'm going to check mark this after I complete the information. And so just make sure that you check mark that thing. So we're blurring the screen again. And we're going to go with... Alright, and I'm going to check mark. I certify this is right as far as I know. Oh, well, that's going to be a problem. It claims an account corresponding to this name, address, or taxpayer identification number has already been created. If you believe you are reaching this message in error, you may contact us. Contact us doesn't actually link to anywhere, but there's a contact us button on the bottom of the page. I'm going to go ahead and do that. So the thing is, I no longer have an account that's under my name, and so I didn't think this was going to be a problem, but I did worry that it might be. The reason is because I originally did as an individual, and then later migrated my account to a limited liability company, and for my main Pushy Pixels account. So what this means is they'll probably have to either clear the data, or they're probably going to tell me that it's impossible to clear that data, and I will have to actually set up a EIN for this company, or set up a an LLC for this company. Which might be more learning experience for everyone, I guess. But what I'm going to do for now is I'm going to click the Contact Us portion here. And I'm going to go ahead and bring this screen back on. And we're going to do, let's see, we're going to do banking and tax. Tax setup. I'm going to go with U.S. tax forms because it said that. I'm just going to do this. All right. Hello. I've registered as an Apple developer before as a individual, and later migrated that account to an LLC account, business account. I intended to register another account under myself as an individual. I am doing this as part of an educational series on how to publish on the educational series on how to publish on the Apple app stores. Is it possible to set up this account with the same tax ID? What other options do I have? Submit. All right. They receive a large volume of email a day. The issue will be addressed as soon as possible. So I'm going to hit done. I'm going to actually blur just in case and hit done. And okay, so it looks like it wasn't showing anything bad anyway. So I still don't have the tax information set up, which is unfortunate. But we still should be able to publish for free without this stuff. And honestly, what I showed you... I can switch back to unblurred. What I've shown you probably will work. Like, you probably won't have the problem that I had if you were to sign up for doing this yourself. So I'm not going to worry about this for right now, though we will follow up on this as I get more information from Apple. So... 20 minutes, that's not too bad. Let's go ahead and do a couple more things. While I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and get Xcode installed. This is going to be Mac specific because you can't deploy to Mac or iOS from PC, unfortunately, right now. And I really think that's a big mistake on Apple's part, quite frankly, because there's a lot of people that would be happy to develop for their platform that do not want to buy a Mac, and they really don't want to learn Mac just to do the publishing portion of things. So I'm going to go ahead and do App Store. We're going to do sign in. And now we actually have an Apple ID now, so we're going to sign in with main at makeagamenow.com and the password. This has not been used with the App Store. Please review your account information. I'm going to review it. Continue. I totally agree. Lots of info again that whatever. Title, I guess I'm a mister. Alright. Blurring the screen. I'm hitting continue, and it says my Apple ID is ready. I'm going to unblur the screen. And here we go. So now I can go to the App Store. So now we're going to search for Xcode. And I'm going to download Xcode for free. Install app. I'm going to authenticate once again, even though it's a free purchase. They don't want me to mess around on this. And that'll take forever to download. So I'm probably not going to show that, but we're downloading Xcode, and we'll have Xcode at the ready next time. Next time that we need it. So anyway, that about wraps up this episode. So thank you for watching. Sorry that we ran into yet another problem. These things happen. This one is kind of more particular to my situation. The last one that we had was just bad web design. So thank you for joining us. If you have any questions, please email me, pushypixels@pushypixels.com. You can also tweet me at Drakfire. That's DRAKFYRE. Phil will be joining us later, probably, so I'm going to go ahead and say buy his game robot alone, but not before you support this Kickstarter down here. Support the Kickstarter. Please support the Kickstarter. It's going to be awesome. VR. Thank you very much, and you guys have a great night.